Because innovations are an important and critical component in formulating business strategy, in this short video we are going to talk about different types of innovations. One way to categorize innovations is to measure their degree of newness in terms of technology and markets. Innovation has to be introduced into a new or an existing market, and invention turns into innovation only when it's successfully commercialized. There are four types of innovations: incremental, radical, architectural, and disruptive. Although radical breakthroughs such as smartphone and magnetic resonance imaging capture most of our attention, the vast majority of innovations are actually incremental ones. An incremental innovation represents established knowledge and improves an existing product or service offering. Firms, often new ventures, use radical innovation to create a temporary competitive advantage. Then they follow up with a string of incremental innovations. In 1903, entrepreneur King Gillette invented and began selling the safety razor with a disposable blade. This radical innovation launched Gillette Company. In a classic example of a string of incremental innovations, Gillette kept adding an additional blade with each new version of its razor until the number had gone from 1 to 6. Though this innovation strategy seems predictable, it worked. Gillette holds some 80% of the $15 billion market for razors and blades globally. Let's look closer at the radical innovation now. Radical innovation draws on novel methods or materials, is derived either from an entirely different knowledge base or from a recommendation of existing knowledge bases with a new stream of knowledge. It targets new markets by using new technologies: the X-ray, an airplane, smartphone. Many firms get their start by successfully commercializing radical innovations. Although the British firm de Havilland first commercialized the jet-powered passenger airplane, Boeing was the company that drove this radical innovation to industry dominance. Once an innovator has become an established incumbent firm, such as Google has today, it has strong incentives to defend its strategic position and market power. Google handles some 65% of all online queries, while it handles more than 90% in Europe. As firms become established and grow, they may experience organizational inertia, resistance to change in the status quo. A final reason why incumbent companies tend to be a source of incremental innovations is that they become embedded in an innovation ecosystem, a network of suppliers, buyers, complementers, and so on. Continuous incremental innovations reinforce this network and keep all its members happy. Now, let's look at the two other types of innovations. An architectural innovation is a new product in which known components based on existing technologies are reconfigured in a novel way. As a radical innovator, Xerox was most dominant copier company worldwide. It produces high-priced copying machines that it leases to its customers. Although these machines were ideal for the high end of the market, such as Fortune 100, Xerox ignored small and medium-sized business. By applying an architectural innovation, the Japanese entry Canon was able to redesign the copier so that it didn't need professional service. Reliability was built directly into the machine, and the user could replace parts such as the cartridge. Xerox had not envisioned the possibility that the components of the copying machine could be put together in a totally different way that was more user-friendly. A disruptive innovation leverages new technologies to attack existing markets. One factor favoring the success of this innovation is that it relies on a stealth attack. It invades the market from the bottom up by first capturing the low end. Here's an example. A high-end ultrasound machine found in cutting-edge research hospitals in the US or Europe costs $250,000. In 2002, a GE team in China developed inexpensive portable ultrasound device combining laptop technology with a probe and sophisticated imaging software. This lightweight device, 11 pounds, unveiled the new medical device Venue 40 in the US at a price of less than $30,000. In 2009, they created the V-Scan, an even smaller device that looks like a cross between an early iPod and a flip phone. This wireless ultrasound device is priced around $5,000. V-Scan was named as stethoscope of the 21st century. We have discussed 4 types of innovations that companies can use in order to be successful in the marketplace.